Welcome back, air signs, for your angel messages for the month of April 2018. Welcome back, all air signs, to your April monthly angel messages. Let's get started. Sorry, I'm like addicted to this new lip gloss. If you have a dollar store around you, it's all natural, and some of the money goes towards saving the polar bears. And for it only being $1, or however it came through, if you live in the Lakewood area, it's the one on Sullivan Road. It's unbelievable. I love it. It's just, I'm addicted to it. I can't stop playing with it. Anyways, back to you. My apologies. Air signs. Let's start off with Aquarius. Alrighty. Make sure you click the link that is located below this video to check out my cyber portfolio of services that I have here to offer you. Okay, Aquarius, which you have 2 right off rip. So I'm just going to pull those 2 right now. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I am able to pull a card for Aquarians on issues that are lying dead smack in front of them that they're unable to see like they need to see now. Cross Street Oracle cards. Questions we should be asking ourselves to remain living in our highest good while remaining living in our personal truth. Whoosh. I am grateful. Woo. I'm going to do something different. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I'm able to put a card for all Aquarians and issues that lie dead smack in front of them that they're unable to see that they need to see now. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I'm able to pull a card for all Aquarians. Alrighty. That was pretty quick for you, Aquarius. Alrighty. Your first message from your Angel Oracle aid is time for divine timing. So whatever you are currently holding on to, Aquarius, it is time for you to let it go and let divine timing take care of it. Aquarians have a really, I'm sorry, I've dealt with enough of them. And I know my mother and I know myself. And I know where I've come from, so, and what I've learned to let go. Sometimes you just gotta let some shit go. Because the more you hold on to it, the more you try to control it, the more you're giving yourself own personal manipulation of inner heartache. You're creating it over and over and over again. I've done it one too many times to know better now. So knock it off, Aquarians. And Aquarian females are so different from Aquarian males, too. Males always want to be like the hero. Females, not saying ain't nothing wrong with sitting pretty, but what you doing, girl? It happens. It's more than once. But there's also some Aquarians I really admire that really get the stuff done and then they forget about themselves. Hence, again, wait for divine timing. If you're working your ass off to get somewhere, sometimes you're just forced to take your time, or you're forced to take a path that moves you at a Yoda phase ever so slowly but steadily to get through the rough waters for consistency in your life. So heed caution with that, okay? Angels of children. You might want to go watch water signs too. This was a crossover. I believe it was water signs or air. I'm so sorry. If you can, take time to spend some time with children. Be reminded how free one can be. Spending time alone, blowing bubbles can give the same effect along with epiphanies. Okay? Aquarians, you also got a brown beige color dot. It's all about your root chakra. Time to write your thoughts, good or bad. Get it out and leave it to higher source. Hence, you have the divine timing card. Okay? Nine of Water. Past issues, never take it to heart. Are you recognizing triumph and success? Are imperfections being magnified? Are you recognizing your efforts? Is your hope here? A wish come true, concerns fade away. Bygones are bygones. Storm has passed, a love of life. The angel you can turn to is Gabriel. Okay? Because your Floromancy Oracle card is time to put a protection shield from negative influences so you can enjoy your prosperity. Anybody with prosperity, always protect it. Always cleanse it. You'd be surprised. Alrighty, Aquarian, next. Let's see. Libra. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I'm able to pull cards for Libra so they may have some guidance to propel forward fearlessly and fearlessly. Woo! Okay, fearlessly. Alrighty, next. Your heartfelt thoughts. I am grateful. Woo! Okay, there you go. Alrighty. I have dated so many Libras at this point in my life. You're all such a pain in my ass. We're better off being friends. I'm just making myself clear. Here we go. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I'm able to pull a card for all Libras. Ooh, okay, Libra, you got two. Good. I am grateful and thankful. Here we go. Man, you're very demanding today. Figures, Wednesday, Mercury in retrograde. I ruled Mercury twice. Virgo moon, and my birth sign is Gemini. Leo rising. How about that? Anywho. Enough about me, all about you. Offerings to the angels. Time to give praise and thanks to your angels, elders, and guides, source itself. Especially if you're sucking things dry from other areas in your life. This is a reminder that you could possibly not be finding balance. And what I mean by that is, I'll use myself as an example because people tend to misunderstand that. It's like working too much and being so money hungry that you're praising the wrong type of energy in order to continue to propel forward. Because there are going to be many highs and lows with currency, which is money. And we all know currency has completely different flows. Depends on airflow. So be careful with that, especially being an air sign. Your dot today, which is your heartfelt oracle card, is gray. As I was saying before. Stop dominating the situation just leads to a repeated circle. Learn your lesson and move on. Sometimes Libras will hold on like a son of a bitch. I'm not trying to be rude, but I had an ex, God rest his soul. He's dead now. But his ass stuck to me like glue. Almost 9 years. Like he was just so determined to never let go. They eventually let go. But if you're the one holding on and not letting go, you're just preventing your own woe. Is the best thing I can tell you. You have two cross-street oracle cards, 95, 9 and 5. It's chaos, 5 all day. 5 of fire, south. Lessons in forgiveness speak from the heart. Are you seeing everything clearly? Are you using skill and foresight? Are others gossiping? Who gives a fuck? Sorry. Are you strengthening your career and family now? Are you being side-blinded? Make long-term goals. 9 of fire. More lessons in forgiveness. Man, you're going to learn how to do the fire dance real quick, I see. Do you see the cycle of completion? Do you need more knowledge? Do you have strength and determination at this time? Are you blind to the truth that sits smack in front of you? New beginnings now. Protect what is yours. Stand your ground. Never give up. Have no doubts in yourself. Whatever walk of life you do, that's your own personal fucking, your prerogative. It is what it is. But if there's others that don't want to follow along with you, you gotta learn to let that shit go. It will no longer serve you. K-N-O-W. Why would you do that to yourself? Think about it. You're hindering yourself more, and you're just annoying the other person. That's it. It's not like the other person. If anybody's adult enough, like I've just recently learned, you don't let it get to you. It can be annoying from time to time. It is what it is. Just laugh it off and move forward. You got to move forward right through it like a rhino. You got this card also. Kindred spirits are near, even in the darkest times. Just look all around you. Especially if you're going through any type of divorce, separation, or entering something new. Heed caution with those that you hold close that are eager to help you. I cannot make myself more clear. Take it for whatever it's worth in your life. I'm not here to dictate anything. I'm just here to give messages. Last but not least, Gemini. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I am able to pull a card for Geminis, Geminians, and what they need to know now that's smack in front of them. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I am able to pull a card for Geminis. Woo! With the universal energy of now. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I am able to pull a card on questions we should be asking ourselves to remain living in our highest good while remaining living in our personal truth. There it is. I am grateful and thankful and ever so happy now that I am connected to the Creator above, so I am able to pull a card on elders, guides, and angels on the other side to help guide us forward. Alrighty, here we go. Your angel oracle aid is angels of self-love. Here we go. We are here to remind you to pamper yourself as you would for others. Time to start taking care of you. So Gemini, if you're not taking care, like myself, I'm a Gemini. As of lately, I'll just use myself as an example. Even though I know better, sometimes I'll just be like, I'll eat just enough to calm down the hunger pains because I'm just so in my head that I don't feel like it, that I'd rather go sew, I'd rather go paint, you know, or do something else, like just to get myself through that moment. When the very essence of fuel that we need to keep it going forward is our food. So we have to make sure that we continue to bathe ourselves, cleanse ourselves, and eat colorful food as we continue to move forward. Even if it's the tiniest little baby steps. You know, take your time with it. It is what it is right here. We are here to remind you, remember to pamper yourself as you would for others. Time to start taking care of you. Like I finally did my nails. Sometimes I don't. I'm just like, whatever. You know, and it's okay. It doesn't make you vain. And there's nothing wrong with presenting yourself the way you are. It's just, it's on how you do it. When you present yourself, own your walk, who you are, period. That's all there is to it. It's just up to if you're sheep or who you follow, what you do, or if you lead. It is what it is. Or you just don't give a fuck. Your dot. Geminis would get this because I'm a Gemini. Send loving prayers to the animals, for all animals need prayer of love and protection. Animals are great companions, especially the way they treated them during Hurricane Katrina. It made me sick to my stomach. I couldn't even watch social media. And when they were trying to put down all the pit bulls, I mean, it was like, honest to God, there was a time there where like I was like running away from the internet and social media. I didn't want to hear anything of it. I just made myself busy with other things because I come from a generation before there was even a pager. So, and when you find yourself in a rut dealing with other people in a negative manner, redirect your intention and pray for the animals of the world. Pray for your angels. Have a conversation with your guardian angel. Let them know what you're going through and let it go. Let them take care of it. Ask them to guide you on how to get through it. You know, while you pray for the animals, ask them to give you guidance through animal signs to help personally guide you through. That's their payback to you. If you send out prayers to animals around the world, you will find one of those animals repeatedly popping up in your face, whether it be billboards, magazines, whether it be, you know, right in your face, in your dreams. And when you start connecting those dots like a little kid in a coloring book, connecting the dots to your life, it's all about just going further and further up the mountain. And then before you know it, you're king, queen of your own mountain. You've conquered what you've needed to conquer. And at the end of the day, it's just within yourself. And then you find that contentment and you just keep going and keep going. And again, it's green. It's all about the heart chakra. Today's Wednesday, ruled by Raphael. So communicate with yourself about your own heart. Have a conversation with your own heart that you normally wouldn't with anybody else. It's all about finding your energy at this moment with yourself, okay? Anywho, Four of Earth. Here we go with the fours again, which is great because right now everybody's going through a lot of inner healing and crossroads, because this is the perfect time for anybody to manifest if they wanted to, but yet it's Mercury retrograde. So it's kind of like being on a racetrack and the horse, you know, like everybody's like all excited and they're just like trying to calm them down and just like, oh God, oh God. That's Mercury retrograde. You got to sit and chill for a minute. That energy is like, whoo, but you got to hold it there. We ain't getting out till the 15th. Take your time. So when you're out the gate, boom, go out that gate. But give yourself time right now. It's a son of a bitch. Right now, as of lately, I'm coming out with some pretty cool paintings. I was shocked. So go do your favorite things that you really enjoy doing. Just make sure you don't lose focus of your everyday activities. Never lose focus of your children either. Don't get so far up in your head that you forget about your kids. Okay? Are you resting and making the best of it? Are you organizing your thoughts? Are you accepting misfortune and moving on? Time to heal before any decision making. Crossroads decision and situation towards past situation that may affect your future. I think that was water signs too. You might want to cross-reference that. Never jump to conclusions. Okay? Jumping to conclusions is hard. It's like the old Toltec. Just remember, never assume. It's one of the hardest things, especially when you know you're being ghosted or if you're being stalked. I come from a generation when people acted that way. It was technically against the law. I don't even know if it's against the law anymore, because that can lead to some really bizarre behavior. So if you find yourself in situations like that, just walk gracefully, because I'm finding out what they consider stalkers these days are like harmless. Plus, I've been through enough, which I am grateful that I have, that I'm able to get through what I have to get through at any moment in my life when I need to. So when you find that inner peace and you're able to move forward, keep moving forward with it. And when you just want to freak out, go freak out. Just make sure you're not freaking out on somebody, because that's what I found that works for me personally. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just I'm just that kind of person. It's like someone pisses me the fuck off, I'm like, oh, and I'll just like, I'll go off, but I'll go in a room, I'll just scream my head off, get it out of my system, and I feel a whole lot better. You know, it's just kind of like when you're swimming and you survive an undertow, or you're like when you're swimming and you know how to dive into the wave and face the problem. You're just like, ugh, and you just get it out. And then once you start mastering that, like getting that feeling of balance, hence in your solitude moments, make sure, without a doubt, that you're able to speak more impeccable. And then when you find yourself in those situations, you're able to speak with the other party. That's what I'm currently going through. Until I know I get a grip 100 on my freakouts, because I ain't gonna lie, Puerto Rican from Cleveland, I get pissed the fuck off with ignorance. Like, seriously, I'd be like, I'm getting to the point where I'm just like, I just constantly walk away. I won't even give you the time of day. I won't. I will even be in the middle of a line at a business. If it's stanking with fucking attitude, I will leave my basket and groceries right there in fucking line, and I will walk out. Because there's no reason anybody should ever feel uncomfortable in their own community that they grew up in just because of a new generation moving in trying to push it out. That's the same formula with anything. Celebrities deal with that. with trying to be on top all the time and doing such silly, silly, silly little things for senseless numbers that are not producing anything for you, or anybody of that matter, in any line of work or business. At the end of the day, you have to live with yourself. And do you feel good with your own personal inner integrity and dignity towards others and thyself? Ask yourself that at the end of the day. And if you learned anything new, never bitch. It's too easy to bitch. It's another reminder I'm teaching myself. There's also venting. If you need to get it out, get it out. Bitching is that constant hamster wheel bitching about something and never finding a solution for it. It's like, just shut the fuck up and get out of here. Unless you're willing to find solutions, talk. If not, well, it is what it is. Namaste. P.S. Gemini, I forgot to read your Floromancy card. Use your wisdom when working among peers. That pretty much wraps up exactly what I was saying earlier. So that confirms the message that was coming through with the angels. So I hope this helps a little more for you, your little cherry on your Sunday. Namaste. Make sure to click the link located below this video to check out my other services I have here to offer you.